Hello, everyone. So in this, we will start with strategic management. To start with the introduction, first we'll understand the meaning of strategy. This particular term, strategy term, is actually being derived from the Greek word strategia, which means generalship, means related with the military generalship. The origin is from the Art of War written by Sun Tzu in the year 500 BC. Framework, it is basically strategy is a framework through which the organization will achieve its mission and objectives. The sole objective of strategy is to provide competitive advantage. You may define strategy as the direction and the scope of an organization over the long term, which achieves advantage for the organization through the configuration of resources within a changing environment and to fulfill stakeholders' expectations. Simply speaking, if to understand strategy with an example, let us assume a coffee shop owner, he wants to increase his sales, let's say by 15% in the next year. So for that, he may come out with a strategy. One of the strategy may be, how do I enhance my customer experience? Maybe by offering some new items, some seasonal specials, or bringing in some better ambience like modern decor, comfortable seating, or training their staff for giving exceptional customer service. These are all about enhancing. He can think about strategies to enhance the customer experience. He may also think about expanding his online presence, like developing a user-friendly website and a mobile app, implement online ordering and delivery services, and then leverage the social media for promotions and engagement. Then he can also do something about the target local market, means he can think about partnering with some nearby offices and businesses for catering services. The owner may also offer some loyalty programs and discounts to some of his regular customers. And he may think about even hosting some events like live music, coffee tastings, like this, some events can be hosted. So these are all some of the strategies which he can adopt to achieve his goal, whatever goal he has got. What are the characteristics of strategy or strategic decisions? We'll understand one by one. It is concerned with the scope of the organizational activities, the boundaries of the organizational activities. That is, it is basically concerned with that. And main thing in any strategic management or strategic implementation is the advantage over competitors. It is like a war with your competitors. How do I what edge do I have when I compare with my competitors? It's like that. Matching the resources and the activities to the environment. How do I match my resources with the environment's activities? Concerned with the long-term direction of an organization, because anytime when you talk about strategy, it is about long-term direction only. Likely, whatever I take decisions, strategic decisions, it may affect my operational decisions likely, affected by the values and expectations of the stakeholders. Whomsoever are the stakeholders, their values and their expectations may get affected by my strategies, whatever I am forming. And strategy decisions may require major resource changes for an organization. Strategy can be seen as a stretching of an organization's resources and competencies, which will enable me to create new opportunities or to capitalize them. So these are some of the characteristics of strategy or strategic decisions. Then what are the consequences we can expect from these characteristics of strategy? It will be likely to be complex in nature. Strategy, any implementation of strategy will be complex in nature. likely to be made in situations of uncertainty. It will be there because future cannot be predicted accurately. Likely to demand an integrated approach. You cannot operate in an isolated manner. You have to have an integrated approach. So definitely the things will demand an integrated approach. Manage change relationships and networks outside the organization. So there may be development of network. You may have to develop a network. You may have to change a little bit our relationships with the outside people when you are trying to implement certain strategies. Strategic decisions will often involve change in the organizations. These are the consequences, what we can expect out of the characteristics, what we spoke about. Three types of strategy level are there. Corporate strategy, which basically a chief executive officer used to create, which will enable you to have a stability and your future growth. And then it may involve some retrenchment. Decisions include your diversification, what we are planning to do. Are we going to do a vertical integration and new acquisitions, what we are planning, new ventures, allocation of resources between different businesses. These are all comes under your corporate strategies. Then comes your business strategy, which will take under your general manager level. So how to compete successfully in a particular market will be mainly focused in this strategy level. Then functional or operational level strategy. So this is done, headed or handled by the functional managers, that means the departmental heads. How the component parts, for example, how the component parts of an organization deliver effectively to help the first two strategies, means corporate strategy as well as business strategy. So now we will understand what do we mean by a strategic management. It refers to a set of managerial decisions and actions that determine the long-term performance of an organization. So whatever we take decisions and actions, that will determine what I'm going to have it in a long-term perspective. What will be my long-term performance out of that. And here in strategic management, focus is on competition as the central characteristic of the business environment. How do I increase that particular focus? Competitive advantage as the primary goal of strategy. So this is about strategic management. Four basic elements in strategic management are: first one, environmental scanning or environmental analysis, means the surroundings, internal and external environment. So you try to identify the strategic factors which will shape the future of the organization. For that, you do this environmental scanning. Then comes your strategy formulation, means your long-range plans. For that, you may do a SWOT analysis. You will assess your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Based on that, you will create your mission, your objectives, strategies, and policy guidelines. Then next step is you implement that strategy, means day-to-day decisions by middle and lower level managers and review by the top level. Finally, you do a evaluation and control, means you basically monitor what all you planned, what all you tried to implement, whether it is being implemented properly or not. If not, what correction or corrective actions needs to be taken. So basically, evaluation and control is your fourth element, where you do your monitoring and measurement of whatever you planned and implemented. Then we'll understand what do we mean by vision. Vision basically deals with goals of the organization. So basically, what is the desired future state of my organization? If I am able to see very clearly, that becomes my vision. Basically, it is my aspiration around which a strategist might seek to focus the attention and energies of members of the organization. So the vision should be such that it should create an aspiration to people, all the members of the organization, and it should create an energy to the members of the organization. It is a vividly descriptive image of what a company wants to become in the future. So it is like a dream, what you are trying to imagine. Well-conceived visions are very distinctive and specific to a particular organization. Now we'll understand what are all the benefits we have due to vision. Benefits of having a vision. Good visions are always inspiring and exciting. Having a clear vision for a company is a key moment that involves a significant change, a distinct shift in the direction, and also you expect a rapid progress. Good vision helps creation of common identity and a shared sense of purpose. Good visions are competitive, original, and unique. Good visions encourage risk-taking and experimentation. Good visions encourage long-term thinking because basically strategy is always associated with long-term perspective. So it will definitely encourage your long-term thinking because vision is a part of strategic management. Good visions represent integrity, your honesty, your integrity. It represents that. So these are the benefits of having a vision.